much you do. There you go.
There's Steve giving out the gospel of Jesus. So how's it going tonight, Steve?
So far, so good. The reception's been pretty good. People haven't been, too bad. Fairly warm reception. Not we hadn't gotten run off the beach yet. The cops hadn't harassed us. We hadn't got too much grief from anybody. So, okay. So far, so good.
I see you doing your thing, man. And
man.
It's kind of scary to go out and do street evangelism,
It is.
Steve. How do you get over the fear of
Oh
it?
my goodness, it helps having a partner. Let me tell you, being able to go out with somebody like her, I gotta tell you, man.
Just
getting
like
out here, you need like a backup. You need somebody to be sort of, to go to battle with, because it is daunting to come out here by yourself. It's enough when you got two, but to go out by yourself and face all of that rejection and humiliation, just grief that you get from people at times. It's tough to do by yourself. So praise God for sending. It may have been why he sent two out at a time. Back when he sent the disciples to go 2 by 2.
Yeah,
there's been a very good reason for that.
Well, I'll say, look at him. He's working while he's interviewing.
Tell you what, man,
double task.
No time to lose.
Pick these guys up behind you here. So
okay.
So
Here
Steve.
you go, man. It's the gospel of Jesus Christ. Left out?
All right, Steve, way to go, man. Way to go.
We're in the crowd.
Man, I'll tell you, Steve, I'm glad you came because, to come out here and face people you've never met before, it's a scary thing.
Was it telling them something they don't want to hear, coming out?
Yeah, right.
Oh,
You're coming out to people that don't want to meet you, telling them something that they don't want to hear.
And plus, I don't really want to go.
Right.
To be perfectly honest.
Well, how's it he said? He said, you're going somewhere you don't want to go to meet up with people that don't want to meet you to tell them something they don't want to hear. But it's the gospel of Jesus Christ. And with all the stuff that's been happening, Steve, what's been going on in the news this week?
My goodness.
Earthquake in Miami.
Wow. I'll tell you what's going to go. Matthew 24 has come to life this week. These last few months, man. These last few days even, where, you got earthquakes and Puerto Rico.
I mean, they evacuated Brickell, which is the financial district here in Miami, because of the earthquake on Monday. We're recovering from the Kobe Bryant,
blood
death
sacrifice potentially.
that occurred. So death can come to any of us,
Any
right?
minute,
Steve?
no doubt. I tell you, it's been a kind of evangelizing to you, ladies. It's gospel of Jesus Christ. One for you both. I mean, Kobe's death is unfortunate as it was, but it's a opportunity to share the gospel.
Yeah.
My first thought after he died was, my goodness, Lord, did he know you? Had he, been born again before that? All indications doesn't sound good for him.
Well, and from what I heard, the helicopter was traveling at 186 miles per hour. That's about a football field per second, Steve.
Yeah.
So and it was in the fog, so there was no advance warning. It's not like the pilot said, "Okay, buckle your
brace
seatbelt."
yourself, right.
It just was you're talking to your daughter 1 minute, the next second your life is over.
You too, man.
So if Kobe Bryant's helicopter death doesn't teach us anything, it's that you don't necessarily get a last chance to make a decision. It's not like you're going to be in the hospital bed and the doctor will say you got 6 months, 6 hours. It may be instantaneous. And so, Steve, man, God bless you for what you're doing.
And great idea to come out here, because it's once it's an opportunity that you don't get extra 2 million people in town for the weekend normally.
So let me ask you this, Steve, the coronavirus, what do you think about that? Do you think that that's fulfillment of Matthew chapter 26? Matthew 26, 24:6?
Yeah.
24:6 talks about pestilences, and it talks about plagues and famines. You were telling me that there's locusts in Africa?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So we've got pestilences, plagues, earthquakes in diverse places. Now, to have an earthquake in Miami is pretty diverse. You can get hurricanes here pretty frequently, but to get an earthquake in Miami, that's about as diverse as you're going to get. It snows more often than we have earthquakes here. So I don't know, man, but I think that based upon the confluence of all the things we've been seeing, coronavirus, the earthquake, just all the things that we're seeing, that maybe we are in that moment in time when the Lord says the rapture is going to occur. I've been going on the different, Bible prophecy sites, and just the zeitgeist, just the consensus of the people is that all the stuff that's been going on is different than stuff that's been going on before.
Yeah.
And so maybe there's a sense in the body of Christ that the rapture is drawing close. And if that's the case, Steve, if this peace treaty, I didn't even mention the Donald Trump, at the same time the earthquake was going on in Miami, there was the Donald Trump peace treaty that agreed to divide the land of Israel and the city of Jerusalem in two, which we know from Joel, what is it?
Joel 3.
Joel 3 and Ezekiel 38, 37, and 39, it says God's fury will come to his face because they have divided my land. So Steve, I don't know, but I think that this is probably the last Super Bowl in Miami. The next one will be in 2027. I was at a sports law conference for my law firm this morning, and the committee that brought the Super Bowl here said it won't be coming back again until 2027 because we're getting the World Cup in 2026. I would guess that this is probably going to be the last time we get a chance to go out and do evangelism right here in South Beach, in Miami Beach, where we now live, before the rapture. So this could be the last chance, and I'm excited, Steve, to be here and to be able to have the opportunity to do that very thing amongst all these people from all over, not only the country, but all over the world, right here in the heart of South Beach. If you shoot the camera, you can see people from all over the world are here for the biggest one-day television event on earth and the most famous sporting event in the world. And we get a chance to do what? We get a chance to bring out these gospel tracks that we've had specially made up for South Beach Gospel Ministries. And this one talks about where did they go after the rapture.
Where did they go? That's exactly what we're going to be asking. So
we're doing Matthew 24.
We are.
Matthew 28, verse, what's it? Matthew 28, 19 and 20, the Great Commission.
Yes.
We usually do a Thursday night house church Bible study, but we said rather than be in the church with the church, we're going to take this night, since we have only this Thursday night to have the Super Bowl in our town, and we're going to go out into the streets, and we're going to preach and teach amongst the people, and that's what we're doing, and passing out the gospel tracts that they'll take back to Idaho or back to San Francisco for the San Francisco 49er fans, or back to Kansas City for the Kansas City fans. We got a fan in Kansas City. All right, Chicago fans. All right, we got a Chicago fans. All right, go fans. All right. So see, here you are, Steve. If we were sitting in a church somewhere on a pew, that's not happening. So people are coming up to us and giving us an opportunity to interact with them. So what we're doing is what we encourage all you guys out there in Video Land and all of our South Beach Gospel Ministries subscribers, get the gospel into your hands. We have tracts made up we can provide for you. And even if you don't have tracts, you can go out and tell people that Jesus is coming, because it may be very short. This might be the last opportunity we get to do this. So we're taking advantage Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and probably Super Bowl Sunday as well. We're going to be out here until the tracks are gone, until our voices are gone. So with that, we're going to sign off, and we're going to get back to track passing. So God bless all you guys out there in Video Land, and South Beach Gospel Ministry is out doing the work at the Super Bowl LIV, right here, live from South Beach, Miami Beach on Ocean Drive, signing out.
Nice work, man. Good shot there.